Welcome back to our channel. Today, we are about to embark on a journey to uncover two major economic lies that have been widely accepted and believed by many for years. These myths have influenced economic policies, shaped public opinion, and impacted our daily lives. But fear not, as we dive deep into the facts and challenge conventional wisdom, we hope to shed light on the truth behind these misconceptions. Get ready to challenge your preconceptions and gain a deeper understanding of the complex economic world we live in. So let's buckle up for this eye-opening exploration. The myth of infinite growth. The idea of infinite economic growth has been ingrained in our minds as the key to prosperity and progress. We've been told that a growing economy means more jobs, higher living standards, and a better future for all. However, this ideology has serious consequences that we cannot ignore. The belief in infinite growth has driven us to prioritize short-term profits over long-term sustainability. As we relentlessly pursue economic expansion, we fail to account for the finite nature of our planet's resources. Economist Kate Raworth's revolutionary concept of donut economics emphasizes the need for a balance between meeting human needs without overshooting environmental limits. It's high time we shift our focus from growth at all costs to a more balanced and sustainable economic model that respects the natural boundaries of our planet. The illusion of trickle-down economics. Trickle-down economics, often touted as a panacea for economic inequality, promises that if we support the wealthy and big corporations, their prosperity will trickle down to benefit everyone in society. However, numerous studies and real-world examples have shattered this illusion. Instead of fostering widespread prosperity, this approach widens the income gap and concentrates wealth among the top percentile. Economist Thomas Piketty's seminal work on income inequality reveals that the rich tend to accumulate wealth faster than the overall economic growth rate, exacerbating societal disparities. To foster a thriving economy, we need to prioritize policies that promote equitable distribution of wealth, provide opportunities for upward mobility, and support the middle and lower income groups. The impact of behavioral economics. To truly understand the way our economy works, we must delve into the realm of behavioral economics. This fascinating field challenges the assumption that humans are always rational decision-makers. Nobel laureate Daniel Kahneman's groundbreaking research demonstrated that biases and heuristics heavily influence our choices. For example, the loss aversion bias explains why people are more averse to losses than they are motivated by gains. Recognizing these behavioral factors can help design more effective economic policies and financial systems that cater to the realities of human decision-making. By understanding our cognitive limitations, we can make better choices and create a more resilient economic framework. Behavioral economics is a branch of economics that acknowledges that humans are not always rational in their decision-making. Traditional economic theories often assume that people always act in their best self-interest, with perfect information, and make logical choices. However, behavioral economics challenges this view and studies how real people make decisions in the face of cognitive biases and psychological influences. Daniel Kahneman, along with Amos Tversky, conducted groundbreaking research in the 1970s and 1980s that revealed a series of cognitive biases that affect our judgments and choices. One such bias is the loss aversion bias, where individuals tend to strongly prefer avoiding losses to acquiring equivalent gains. This bias can lead people to make decisions that are risk-averse and can hinder their ability to take advantage of potential opportunities. Another important concept in behavioral economics is bounded rationality. Unlike the traditional economic assumption of perfect rationality, bounded rationality suggests that people have cognitive limits in processing information and making decisions. Due to these limitations, we often rely on shortcuts or heuristics to make judgments and choices. For example, when faced with complex decisions, individuals might use the availability heuristic, where they base their decision on readily available information rather than thoroughly researching all options. This can lead to biased outcomes and suboptimal choices. Behavioral economics also studies the role of emotions in decision-making. Our emotions can heavily influence our choices, and the fear of regret is a significant driver. People tend to avoid choices that might lead to regret, even if those choices can offer better long-term outcomes. Understanding these biases and heuristics is essential for designing effective economic policies and financial systems. Governments and institutions can use this knowledge to nudge individuals towards making better decisions. For example, by simplifying choices, providing clear information, and framing decisions differently, policymakers can encourage more beneficial outcomes for individuals and society. Additionally, behavioral economics has shed light on the importance of behavioral interventions to address various economic challenges. By incorporating nudges and behavioral incentives into policy design, policymakers can encourage positive behaviors without mandating them. This approach has been successful in areas such as promoting retirement savings, encouraging energy conservation, and improving health behaviors. By acknowledging and embracing the realities of human decision-making, behavioral economics offers us the opportunity to create a more resilient economic framework. Policymakers can craft policies that are sensitive to how people actually behave, leading to more effective and impactful outcomes. As individuals, understanding our own biases and cognitive limitations can empower us to make better decisions in our personal and financial lives. We can become more aware of the influences that shape our choices and actively seek ways to overcome potential biases. So the impact of behavioral economics goes far beyond the academic realm. It extends to the way we approach decision-making in our daily lives and the strategies we use to create a more inclusive and prosperous society. In conclusion, behavioral economics has revolutionized our understanding of human behavior in the economic context. By recognizing and accounting for the biases and heuristics that influence our choices, we can pave the way for more effective policies, better financial decisions, and a more resilient economic system. Debunking the minimum wage myth. The minimum wage debate has long been a contentious issue, with opponents arguing that increasing the minimum wage will lead to job losses and economic downturns. However, numerous real-world experiments have proven otherwise. Research by economists Arindrajit Dubey and Michael Wright revealed that moderate increases in the minimum wage had little to no impact on employment while substantially improving the living standards of low-wage workers. By paying workers a fair wage, we not only boost their purchasing power but also reduce income inequality, leading to a more stable and robust economy, where people can thrive and contribute to the society. The misconception about trade and jobs. The belief that international trade takes away jobs from domestic workers is a common misconception. While it's true that some jobs may be outsourced to other countries, trade also creates new opportunities and expands markets. Economist David Ricardo's theory of comparative advantage suggests that nations should specialize in producing goods and services in which they have a comparative advantage, benefiting both trading partners. Embracing globalization with the right policies can lead to a more interconnected world, fostering innovation, efficiency, and higher living standards for all. The key is to address the challenges of worker displacement through retraining programs and social safety nets to ensure that everyone benefits from the gains of international trade. The hidden cost of externalities. Hidden beneath the surface of our economic activities are externalities, the hidden costs or benefits that are not reflected in market prices. Environmental pollution is a prime example of a negative externality. When businesses do not bear the full cost of their pollution, society pays the price through environmental degradation and health issues. Nobel laureate economist Elinor Ostrom's work emphasized the importance of collective action and community-driven solutions to tackle these externalities effectively. Recognizing and internalizing these hidden costs is crucial to ensure that our economic activities are sustainable and socially responsible. By holding businesses accountable for their impact on society and the environment, we can work towards a more inclusive and sustainable economic future. The reality of automation and jobs. The fear of automation and its potential to replace human jobs has long been a concern. However, history has shown that technological advancements create new job opportunities while transforming the nature of work. Economist David Otter's research has revealed that automation tends to complement human labor, rather than entirely replace it. Instead of fearing automation, we should focus on reskilling and upskilling the workforce to adapt to changing industries. Embracing automation responsibly can lead to increased productivity and economic growth. By investing in education and training programs, we can equip the workforce with the skills needed to thrive in a technology-driven world. Conclusion. As we conclude our exploration of the two major economic lies, we have journeyed through the facts and evidence to debunk these misconceptions. By challenging the prevailing narratives and understanding the complexities of the economic world, we can pave the way for a more sustainable, equitable, and prosperous future. It is essential to remain critical thinkers, question assumptions, and base our beliefs on solid evidence. Let us continue seeking knowledge, challenging the status quo, and striving for a better economic understanding. Thank you for joining us today. And remember to hit that like button and subscribe for more thought-provoking content.